All right, hello everybody. This is Joe McClung from the Next Gamer Network. I'm here with Brad Young from Gamers4Christ, and we are here live at the RTX Expo 2013 in Austin, Texas. What's up, Brad?
What's up, man? It's a blast.
It is fun. We're
It's
going to
been a
try this
blast.
again. We did it a while ago, and we finished the program and realized that we did not have any sound. So I'm going to hold my microphone because didn't bring my microphone stand with us over here. So this should work pretty good.
We
All
make
right,
it work.
we'll make it work. All right. So first off, when we got here, we were overwhelmed with how many people were already standing in line. Like
Yeah.
there was a quarter mile long a line of people, and it just kept wrapping around as far down the building as you could go, all the way to the end. And so what we decided to do was we'll just get the video camera and film it on the
Right.
way back. And
Right.
so people were waving at us and saying hi and all that kind of stuff. It was pretty cool. Just couldn't imagine that there's 10,000 people here this year. This event started out with like 650 the first year 3 years ago, and it's grown all the way to 10,000. Now what this is, if you're not familiar with it, is they've got exhibitors out in the convention center showing you their products and things like that. There's various different games and whatnot, but the main game here is Halo 4. And so 343 Industries is here, and they've got a big, massive booth set up, and they're having a competition, a free-for-all competition here this year, which Brad and our other friends, Nick and Daniel, have also joined in on that.
Plus, they
I
do
want
red versus blue and all that. That's
Right.
the
Yeah.
the
Rooster
episodes.
Teeth is famous across YouTube and the internet, mainly for a program that they do called Red versus Blue,
Right.
which is like I don't know if you want to call it an animated or it's basically like they've created their own Halo show, and it's really awesome.
Yeah.
So
They just
yeah,
hit
they're
2 billion views.
2
Two
billion.
billion
Yeah,
views.
that's
They
amazing.
were around before YouTube. I mean, it's humongous.
Yeah, they're selling it. You can buy like DVDs of it. I mean, it's legit. It's
Yeah.
legit. That's for
Big
sure.
time.
Um, let's take a minute to talk about Gamers for Christ and what it is you do, how you got started, and what your goals are, what your intentions are to do with Gamers for Christ, which is a non-profit organization, by the way.
501c3.
That's right.
Had to do that when you started giving a lot of money until you write things off a little bit.
Yeah.
But I got into it never really planning it, Joe. It was in 2010, just helping kids out, get to an event. I could tell they really want to go play Halo, and I said, you know what, you get a team together and I'll help you. And I helped them get there, and in 2011 I helped them again, and I met some kids talking about, just had questions about the Bible. And when I come to events, I grew up riding motocross, and I remember going to the tracks, they would everybody take their helmets off, they'd pray, they'd shut their bikes off and pray. And I never forgot that when I come to these events, there's 10, 20,000 kids. I'm starting on Friday, Saturday, Sunday at Major League Game in MLG, and there was no pastors, no services, and I started witnessing kids drinking, smoking weed, different things, Adderall, they take it to play faster, and it really bothered me. I seen a lack of leadership in the community, and I just wanted to be there for the kids, and so I talked to some kids about doing a Bible study at the event, and I was like, you ought to do it, and he's like, will you help me? And I said, you want to do a Bible study? I'll be there in a heartbeat. He was a pro player. Tots, he played for Triggers Down. And he ended up talking to some more pro players. And on the next day, on Monday, I talked to some guys, and they wanted to help out, which is Tom Taylor and Bravo, who's a part of
Tom is T squared,
T
right?
Squared. Yeah, he was on Straight Rippin', a Dynasty team. He was on MTV True Life 2 different times. He's been on, like I said, ESPN, in the paper. He's been on 175 million Dr. Pepper bottles. I mean, he's all over the place.
Yeah.
And then Bravo now works for 343, making Halo, and they have 350 employees, and
Right.
he's a part of that team. And those guys were with me in the very beginning, and it's just exploded. Now we work with all the pros. We just got back from Chicago 2 weeks ago, where we took, I had 5 teams I sponsored, and we went to the Boys and Girls Club in Chicago. And they pulled them aside in the auditorium, and we just encouraged them, prayed for them. Literally, 70, 80% of the kids raised their hands and gave life to Christ. And we actually played basketball with them, and it was a fun time, and they were just so excited. I literally autographed 40 or 50 postcards from these kids.
Feels good, don't it?
It does, and I sit back and look at the guys I brought over who were younger than me, and I'm not real old, but I'm 38, and they're like in their 20s, and they were just having a blast and just having so much fun. And I left, so what'd y'all think? They go, man, that was so much fun. And because I know what serving is because I've done it, but I want to give these young guys that are gamers a chance to do that. And when we get back to the communities, it's going to make the communities go, wow, these gamers are more than just they're self-absorbed. They really care about people.
Yeah.
And there are a lot of good guys and women, girls that play these games, and I think most people just misunderstand them. And so I like to interact the two communities.
Yeah.
And so we have a thing coming up real soon called G4C Tours, and it's going to be in Tyler, professional skateboard, BMX, a guy that we sponsor for motocross. He's going to have his bike set up there, sign autographs, all the different games, Halo, John Madden, 2K12, FIFA, Street Fighter, Injustice. I'm bringing some top players in, top radio or top personalities for YouTube, and bring yourself in to help out with everything. Got the Blaze going to be there doing live broadcasts from the largest R&B
Yeah.
stations in Tyler, and working with Geekers Gaming or Better Than Gaming, and where we can wrap Xboxes and give it to kids in the hospital that
Yeah.
have cancer. Just
Right.
amazing
Let's talk
organization.
about Nick's program that he's got right quick since you
Yep.
mentioned that.
Nick, yep, Nick's a good buddy of mine. I met him in Columbus, Ohio, and we become friends, and now we're roommates. And he also works in my company, landmarkcredit.com, and he's just excelled in the company. He sold out, but he has a big heart for helping out. It was given to him by his father. His father had a dream to do build a youth center for youth, and Nick has really sold out for youth for Better Than Gaming. It's a nonprofit, and I love working together because it gives our kids a chance to give into something else and help out. And we all need outlets like that to give back.
And what's the
Real
name of it
important.
again?
It's called Better Than Gaming. You can
Better Than
go
Gaming. Okay.
betterthangaming.org, a website there. And
Okay.
I'm with, Gamers4Christ.org. We're on
.org.
Twitter, Facebook. Easy to find us.
Okay. That's good stuff. All right. So we mentioned earlier that there's a free for all competition here
Right,
this weekend,
right.
and you guys signed up for it,
We
right?
signed up for it. Here's the
Yeah.
deal. They give you the little pass, and it tells you the schedule. The first time we played, it's 8 people, and then of the top 4 goes on to the next round. And so the first round, it says here was at 220, and of 8 people, I got first in that round. My buddy Nick, he got fourth, and then we went to the next round at 320, and same again. I got first in that round, and then he got fourth. And thank God that
Mention it again.
thank God that some of our thank God that some of our guys didn't show up to play, professionally, because there's okay competition, but it's really helped the top guys we play with.
Yeah.
And then the last time we just played was at 420, and I got first and he got second, so we were like neck and neck, and it was a blast. And we're going on until Sunday, the Championship Sunday now,
Yeah.
and it's fun. I love seeing all the guys that I've got to help and be a part of their life, like Tom Taylor. He's like a
Yeah,
brother to me.
because as you go around all these different events throughout the year, you see the same faces. You're
Yep,
making friends,
yep,
and it's really cool to be able to meet people in
yep,
person from all over the place. All
yep.
over the world. Actually, we've
Yeah,
met guys from Pakistan,
Japan. I'm working with a
Japan.
guy in Pakistan is going to carry our G4C apparel in his
Yeah.
stores, and I met him at CEO, which is a Street Fighter. It's an area qualifier in Florida, which was this past weekend, and coming up next weekend is the Evo World Finals. And so I met him at CEO and met some guy from Europe. It's called the Prodigal Child, one of the number one players in Europe. Met 2 guys from Japan. They're sponsored by Mad
Uh huh.
Cats. They were there, and met. It was amazing, and I got to speak on the main deal with the main person, um, and
My
there was
battery is
30
gonna run low soon.
there was 30,000 people on the stream, and I just love helping the gaming community because I grew up playing games, and these kids just need somebody to believe in them, and I
Yeah.
believe in them,
Yeah, they
and
do.
I put my money where my mouth is, and I feel like when you give into them, they appreciate it, and it just got to be an example,
Yeah.
you know.
Exactly. Well,
Yep.
it's a great thing you're doing.
Yep.
Um, we're going to be here all weekend, guys, and we're going to do a lot of filming. We've already done a lot of filming. We're going to take a lot of pictures. We're going to share it with you on Twitter, Facebook, here on The Next Gamer, on Gamers4Christ. All right, guys, we had a slight problem there for a second. My battery died on me, and so I came back over here to the table and got plugged in. There wasn't a plug over there. By the backdrop, the step and repeat RTX backdrop. So I had to come back over here to the table and get plugged in. But that doesn't conclude our interview for today. Like I said before, we'll be here all weekend. We'll be doing coverage and recording video and taking pictures and stuff and be sharing with you guys over the weekend. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's interview from RTX 2013 in Austin, Texas live. And I'm Joe McClung with the Next Gamer Network, and we will see you next time. Thanks for watching, guys. Peace out.